on, Bears fans, and welcome to the Football World with Juice. Back here for another NFL record prediction. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the Chicago Bears schedule for the upcoming 2023 season, going through my analysis, game by game, pick by pick, ultimately determining what I believe the Bears record will be in 2023. That sounds good. Don't forget to like it up. Of course, subscribe to the Football World with Juice for more NFL content just like this. And get in that comment section, Bears fans. How do you think your team's going to do this year? Are they going to be great? Is Justin Fields going to take that next step? Are they going to just be okay? Or are they going to decline? Let's go. The Bears kick off the 2023 season versus the Green Bay Packers in week 1. No Aaron Rodgers for the Packers. This is tough. Like, honestly, I still think Green Bay is going to win because I still think Green Bay is the better team. Like, I think they're going to make the playoffs this year, even with Jordan Love. I just feel like they got a great offensive line. They got a great run game. Your defense is not very good at stopping the run. And I just feel like they have ways to make Justin Fields have to throw the ball more. Like, as good of a runner and as good an athlete Fields is, like, I feel like they've had Fields' number in the past, and I think that's going to continue in this game. Week 2, you play Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. No Tom Brady for the Bucs. This is another game, though. This one's on the road, which is unfortunate. I'm taking the Bucs though because the Bucs defense with Todd Bowles, they typically do a pretty good job against mobile quarterbacks, and so for that reason, I got the Bucs winning. I think both teams both offenses kind of are near the bottom of the league, but I'd lean with the Bucs just because, like, if there's a mismatch, it's their defensive line, which I still think is okay for the most part. I think it can attack your offensive line. And, yeah, I think that'll ultimately be the difference maker. Week 3, you play Kansas City in Kansas City. Good luck with that. I'm taking the Chiefs. No real explanation. You know why. Yeah, so you're 0-3. You got the Broncos, week 4. This is a game you definitely could win. Like, I won't rule it out at all. But I got Denver because I feel like Denver's the better coach team. I feel like, as inconsistent as they are, this could be a game that Russell Wilson maybe has a bigger performance in, like maybe throws a couple tutties and, just the Broncos find a way to squeak it out. Sean Payton has a great game plan. And, yeah. Week 5, you play Washington on Thursday night. If this were in Chicago, I might lean towards you guys, but I'm going with Washington because I feel like they're the better team overall. Like, they got in my opinion, an underrated group of receivers, a solid run game, a good defense that's built to contain mobile quarterbacks with their front seven. And, I mean, yeah, like, your defense, it's kind of a vanilla defense, which when playing Eric Bieniemy, I mean, that's – like, Eric Bieniemy he'll probably have a good offensive game plan for Sam Howell in that game to not turn the ball over, and I think Washington will find a way to win the game. So you're 0-5, not looking too great. Honestly, though, I feel like you'll probably win one of these. You probably won't start 0-5. You could probably win. You could beat Green Bay. You could beat Tampa. You could beat Denver. You could beat all these games are possible. You could win. But I just got them all as losses. Week 6, you play the Vikings. I do think this is where you get your first win. I think the Vikings are going to take a step back this year. I don't like their defense very much. I think that one of the games, Justin Fields maybe has a big game, and then the second game, the Vikings offense balls out. So, like, I think you guys will end up splitting. I could see them sweeping you again, but you actually played them decently well last year. I don't think the Vikings will get as lucky this year as they did last year, like where they won like 10 or 11 one-score games. But yeah, so I got you with your first one in week 6. Week 7, you play the Raiders at home. This is interesting. Like, this is another game you definitely could win. I just feel like the Raiders' offense is loaded, and I mean, I feel like this is a game just Jimmy G won't lose this game. Like Jimmy G doesn't lose games for you, and I feel like this is a game for the Raiders to win. Like this could be a big Josh Jacobs game, for example, and the Raiders front, which is a little under/overrated. Like I don't think it's terrible, but it's also not great, I'd say. But I feel like Chandler Jones, Max Crosby, and Tyree Wilson could get after Justin Fields, chase him down, make him have to throw the ball. Like these are the types of games where I think the Bears will struggle mostly, and is when they're forced to throw the ball. Week 8, you play the Chargers in Los Angeles. I mean, this is another upset candidate for sure, like because the Chargers, we've seen in the past, they just have not been able to stop the run, and so like if they can't contain Fields, I definitely could see you winning this game. And the Chargers also might be banged up at this point, so who knows? But I'm picking the Chargers just because their roster is loaded. They're also at home. Like I mean, like I don't think it'll be a huge home field advantage, but I do think maybe it'll be advantage Chargers in this game. So I got the Chargers. Week 9, you play the Saints in New Orleans. I actually got you winning this game. The Saints, they struggle against mobile quarterbacks, and I think that this is a Justin Fields carries your team game. And yeah, the Saints struggle against mobile quarterbacks. The Bucs are good against mobile quarterbacks. There's the difference between those two defenses. Week 10, you play Carolina at home. This is interesting. It is Thursday night at home under the bright lights. I feel like I mean, this is a trade revenge game, I guess, where the Bears traded the first pick to the Panthers last year. And I feel like, God, that's a tough one. Like, honestly, man. Let me think about that one for a sec. We'll come back to that one. Week 11, you play the Lions in Detroit. I think the Lions will win the first game. I think you could beat them this year. Like, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm going to say you do for now because I don't know. I feel like the Lions defense, I'm not entirely sold on yet, only I do think it'll be getting better by this point in the season. But I just kind of feel like one game the Lions offense steals it. The other, like the Lions is the overall better team. They take one, and then the second game, the better quarterback, Fields, steals it. So, yeah. Week 15, you play the Browns in Cleveland. I'm going with the Browns. Those are the better team, I think. Week 16, you play Arizona at home. This is a game, like, I'll pick you to win, but, like, if Kyler's playing this game, maybe this is the game Arizona wins this year. I've been struggling to decide who the Cardinals are going to beat this year, like, honestly. But, so, yeah, I got you winning that game. Week 17, you play Atlanta at home. This is another tough one. Like, you definitely have an advantage because you're at home and it's week 17. It's going to be cold. It might be raining. It might be snowing. Windy City. You never know. I mean, but the thing is, Atlanta, if there's a mismatch in this game, it's Atlanta's offensive line and run game versus your defense, which I feel like this is a game where it's going to have to be – it could be like a tough, grinded-out style game, like low-scoring, 17-14 maybe or something. I'm going to say that Atlanta wins for now just because I think they have that advantage on you. But, again, like it could definitely go either way. And then week 18, the last week of this, I got Green Bay sweeping you again this year. Like, I know it sounds harsh. I'm not trying to be that way, but I just think the Packers are the better team. Green Bay they'll be in the playoff for a year, I think, for that reason. And you guys also just typically struggle at Lambeau. Like, I don't remember the last time you won there. So ultimately, I got you at 4. Or let's go back to the Panthers game. I'll say you win this game for now, but like, I don't know. That's definitely a swing game for sure. So I got you at 5-12. I feel like that's a step forward for the future. I feel like just you have a lot of swing games that could definitely go either way. It ultimately just comes down to how is Justin Fields going to be as a passer, because I just don't think in this era of the NFL you can succeed with having a quarterback that is as bad a passer as. And I feel like your roster still has a lot of work to do. I feel like you'll definitely see growth, though. Like, there's growth coming. Your offensive line has gotten a little bit better, I think. I think Darnell Wright's going to be a baller. I think your defense, I'm not a fan of it, but I mean, we'll see how it pans out. But yeah, so 5-12, there it is. My prediction for the Bears this upcoming season. Get in that comment section, Bears fans. Let me know how you think your team's going to do. And thank you so much for tuning into the Football World with Juice today, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.